Hello everyone. Today I got to see the new M. Night Shyamalan movie, Sixth Sense. God damn, that'd be years ago, 96, whatever. Alright, today I got to see the new M. Night Shyamalan movie, The Visits. I'm gonna sip of tea right now. Oh, that's fucking hot. And essentially, like, in this movie, the story goes down like, these kids, they haven't seen their grandparents since they're very, very young, and like one point in their life, that they call and they say, hey, we want to see our grandchildren. It's like, even though they may raise an eyebrow or two, the parents are like, okay, we'll take you to see them. And essentially, the kids do that, and they have to follow like certain rules, like don't come out of your bedrooms after 9:30, because your grandma goes a little crazy, apparently. And that's essentially the setup for this movie. Essentially, these two kids, in this movie, they want to see their grandparents. Well, the grandparents want to see them essentially, and the girl in this movie, she's older. She's like an aspiring filmmaker. She wants to be like this filmmaker type of person, and also she's making these video documentations of her grandparents for her mom and her younger brother. He essentially wants to be like an aspiring rapper. Really enough, I don't know why, but that's a story. Well, that's a setup for like the kids. And I'm gonna say this: the acting for this movie was surprisingly good. The kids were actually very good. I actually really enjoyed them. My grandparents could have easily been mugging this film to get all around, but they actually did some really good parts. Like the grandparents, the grandma. There's a lot of moments where you think she'd do a lot of mugging to the camera, like, acting really weird, but a lot of mugging. But she kind of does it, but she does it really good, even though there is those mugging type of shots, like, which is really just completely enjoying of how ridiculous she goes, of how she acts in this movie. And while it is really over the top, you understand why it's so over the top. And the acting and the chemistry and the way they act within each other is surprisingly good. And I really enjoyed this setup and this whole idea and this weird type of, consequential story together. And I'm not going to spoil it, but the ending is both bittersweet and makes a lot of sense when you think about this movie as a whole. When it ends, you're like, and you reflect on it, you're like, that's how and why it ended. That makes a lot of good sense, and that really does. I really like that. It makes you reflect on the film, and you're like, that makes sense now. That's actually smart. Don't worry, I'm Jen. Not with you. The acting was actually surprisingly decent in this movie, and I was taken back by how good they were. And there's a lot of silly, ridiculous, dumb moments. And I will say, overall, this movie is not a good movie, but it's a surprisingly decent movie that M. Night Shyamalan made. Like, the last few years has been really terrible for him, but this is like, this is his roots back up. This is more of a passion project than what some studio bullshit corporation wants from M. Night Shyamalan, like what he's done in the last years. But it's like, this feels smaller. This feels like a more of a passion project, and I really respect that, and I really enjoy that. And he seemed like he was like, forget those people. I'm doing what I want, but on a smaller set, with like a handful of budget. And this is essentially like a small little passion project that he can put his heart into, and it actually has some really good moments overall. But there's some really silly, dumb moments, and there's a lot of jump scares. There's many opportunities. Some of the the younger brother, he wants to be like this aspiring rap artist, and there's a couple of moments where it's really freaky and it's really tense, and he'll just kind of do that in a really breaks the tension, and you're just like, you're really thrown out by those moments in it. I actually do explicitly remember seeing this movie today, and I'm just like, and I actually was laughing, and some people told me to be quiet because it was supposed to be a scary scene. They're like, hey, this is scary. I'm like, I can't take it seriously. I'm sorry. There's a moment where it will break you like that, and it's really dumb at times. And there's a lot of moments where you're just like, wait, why they haven't seen their grandparents in a long time, and yet why now of all times when you want to see them? And there's a lot of moments when you think about it, while you do reflect on the film and you say the ending is good, but it's like there's a lot of moments where you're just like, what? That doesn't make sense. That's stupid. That's dumb. What? Why? But as a whole, The Visit was a decent surprise from M. Night Shyamalan of this year, and I was honestly decently surprised with this movie. I would give this movie 55%. Everyone, it was decently okay. I'm actually very surprised by it, and in the end, I was actually really shocked by it, of how good it was. Okay, it wasn't good by any means, but it was fun. It was okay to see, and I would certainly say it's worth seeing at the price of a admission ticket. For me, I'm going to give it from an overall, just going to start pushing it to 60%. It's decently good. And I encourage you to see it because this film is actually worth seeing probably just once, really. It's not even going to be like one of the best films of the year, but it's like, it's a decent surprise. It's what Dumb and Dumber 2 should have been, essentially. It's like a decent follow-up to something that you kind of knew in the past. But in the end, that's my thoughts for this latest M. Night Shyamalan movie, everyone. I really hope you enjoy it. And stick around for the future, everyone. For more videos, as always, click the red subscribe button down below, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the future for more reviews. As always, thank you till then, and I will see you in the future. Cheers.